You're listening to Ask When, the podcast. Folks from all walks of life talk about their daily hustle and bustle, living and celebrating life, sharing tips on becoming champions, especially for those who are muscling mental and physical disabilities. Ask When, the podcast, with your host, who has mustered over 30 years living with cerebral palsy and going strong, author and cerebral palsy advocate Wynn Charles. Ask When, the podcast starts right now.
Welcome to Ask When, everyone. This afternoon I have Tre with me, and I'm going to let Tre take it away and share his story.
Hello there. Thank you very much for having me on today. I've enjoyed the opportunity to listen to your podcast, first of all, and enjoy the other people that you've had on the show. So it's a pleasure to be on here and do the same thing myself.
Well, it's a great honor to have you, and I appreciate the feedback live. And so, Tre, could you please explain to my audience all about you?
Yes, for sure I can. So my name is Tre Gammage. Some people get it messed up and try to make me more fancy than I am, but it's like damage with a G. And I was born and raised in South Bend, Indiana. So today I live in Hartsville, South Carolina. I'm an education consultant actually. So I work with K through 12 schools and focus on helping build the other side of the report card. So things like social and emotional learning, your emotional intelligence, your communication skills, being the best holistic person that you can be. Outside of that, I too have a podcast called The Dash. We're closing in on 150 episodes. I released my first book this year, Every Decision Counts, 8 Lessons I Wish They Taught Me in School. And I'm also a member of City Council here in Hartsville. So I've been busy trying to chase my dreams all my life. And I've been fortunate and blessed enough that God's put me in a place where I've been able to achieve a lot of those dreams. You know, growing up, I lived in two different households, kind of. My father was a wealthy, knowledgeable man who was a law attorney and is now still a judge. And my mother was so rich in love. She was rich in care, kindness, faith, compassion. And so I really got to see two different lifestyles within 30 minutes of each other. And those, I believe, really shaped me and who I am. I've always been a lover of people. I've always been one that wants to help people almost to a fault. And that grew with me. I grew up playing football as my favorite sport and actually played on a scholarship at Miami of Ohio. That's where Ben Roethlisberger went to school, if you like pro football. Ron Harper, if you like basketball. And we're the real Miami. We were a school when Florida as a state belonged to Spain. So I went there, studied psychology, and really got into learning more about myself. And I didn't think I was going to be an educator, but my last year of college, I ended up studying abroad in Europe, Luxembourg. We went to 14 countries in 16 different weeks. And I just had an amazing time traveling all over the place. So that opened up the world for me and ultimately brought me full circle back down here to South Carolina, where I started off at a residential high school, working there and working up the ranks of the public speaking world to the world championship in 2016. And so life is a journey. I'm still growing, taking some assessments here, learning about what I value most right now and how I can be the best version of myself.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And where were you when I needed you? I am a retired educator. I
Mm,
will not be returning to the classroom. I am going to be a full-time motivational speaker and journalist full-time. And I am obtaining a journalism degree as we speak.
mm. Congratulations. That's really exciting. I mean, first, thank you for your service in education. And second, thank you for sharing your story with me and with the rest of the world.
No one ever says thank you for your service. No one, Trey, no one ever says thank you for your service. I love it. I love it. So, Trey,
You've got to. We're in a position of service, and I think that's what makes life special. You know, the secret to living is giving, and the more you can give of yourself and serve other people, I think the better off we become as people as well.
yeah, well, no one's no no one's thanking the online educators right now who used to be brick and mortar educators. No one's necessarily thanking them. So I appreciate you and your kind words. But Trey, if you had to move house and only take 5 things with you, what would they be?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. If I could only take 5 things, so that wouldn't include my wife, right? She gets to come with me.
Your wife gets to come with you.
Okay. So 5 things and my wife. So I would take my phone first. Okay, because I've got to have my phone. I would take a Bible as well. No, actually, I have my Bible on my phone. So if I take my phone and my charger, that'll at least get me where I need to be. Got to take my wallet, so I'll be able to have my money or my cash and my cards to be able to go with me. I'd also take, I think I'd be okay. Just give me a backpack, that'll be good so I could put anything in it in my computer. Put my computer in there, and that way, as I accumulate things or I buy what I need to buy, I'll just start all the way over.
Wow, that's awesome. No, when I ask people that question, they're like, "When can I bring my family?" And I'm about to rephrase that question for the exception of your family. What would you bring? Yes, family is important.
Yes, because that'd be number one. If it wasn't
That
family, I'd say my
that
wife
would
would be
be
first.
number one. That would be number one. And so, if your best friend was going to write a book about you, what would the title be?
Ooh, they were gonna write a book about me. The title would be called, hmm, that's a good one. It'd be called Facilitating Purpose, making it easier to do what you love.
Facilitating purpose. I love it. I love it. And what is your favorite book and what is the title?
I love these questions. I'm gonna choose 2 books. Oh man, there's more that are coming to my head. I'll say number one would be Ogmandino's The University of Success. It's an old book, one of the original self-help authors, and he has sold so many copies of the book, but it's basically like a whole degree of personal health. There's of personal development. There's different chapters in semesters. So you basically kind of go through a graduation ceremony and a master's degree. And I think it's excellent because it's excerpts from several different books and several different experts, and you get to compile all that into one book. So I'll just stick to one. I'll say The University of Success by Ogmandino.
And you guys, since we're sitting in a time of lockdown and coronavirus, the library is all libraries have access to Overdrive and Libby, and you should go check out the University of Success, or you can find it on Audible. And you Audible, I know it's giving a discount, so uh those are ways that you can go read Trey's favorite book.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he says. Oh yeah, that's that's what you guys should do. Be my guest. Go read the guest books that they suggest. So Trey, what is your morning routine?
Oh, I love that question as well. So in the morning, I typically will start off with a prayer and talking to God. Sometimes I'll take time to meditate as well. I may sit on the front porch and just think or listen to music. Oftentimes, I'll read my Bible or a piece of Bible study in the morning. And then I really map out my day. I use a couple of journals, one that's just a freehand writing journal, and one that is a 90-day journal where I actually plan my days and my activities for the day. So I do those things before I start on any of my work or assignments for the day.
So basically, you journal and have a moment to reflect, and then you're good to go.
Yep. I call it 30 minutes to thrive.
Well, I like that. And so, Trey, if as we wrap this interview up, do you have any questions for me?
I would say, what inspired you to leave your career in education and start to be a motivational speaker and podcaster?
Well, I was doing this for 4 years part time, and every 4 years part time, and then I got laid off my job due to everything that's going on right now. And so I decided to take a leap of faith, and I'm giving myself a 2-year runway to do it and make money at it. And yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love it. What inspires you to keep going every day? What's your mission in life?
my mission in life is to educate those who don't know about cerebral palsy. That is
Mm.
my number one mission, and that is my drive. That is my way of getting up every single day, and that is my mission.
What is one thing that people may not know or may not remember that you've shared about cerebral palsy that we may not know about?
Oh, that I hold a college degree, and journalism is only my second degree.
Okay. All right. There we go. Well, those are good questions for me. I appreciate the time for sure, and having that opportunity to speak with you.
Trey, where can people find you if they
You can
want to get a hold of you?
I'm just as simple as my name it is. TRE is the first name. GAMMAGE is the last name. I've got a website, tregammage.com, where you can schedule a time to talk with me. You can find my book, Every Decision Counts, or look at some of my podcasts as well. And if you're just on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, I think is everything I've got. Same thing at my name, Tre Gammage.
Yep. And you guys, you can follow me all across the universe. I'm on Facebook. I am on Twitter. I am on LinkedIn. I am all under Win, WIN. So you guys can follow me, and I appreciate your support, you guys. And I will catch you guys next time. And I hope you guys enjoyed another episode with Trey of Ask Win. And I hope you guys are staying happy, healthy, and safe and sane. And we'll get through this, and we'll see one another on the other side. And yeah, let's get through this, you guys. Let's make this world a happier and safer place, you guys. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
You just listened to Ask Win, the podcast. To become a guest in the show, visit our website at askwin.weebly.com or call 816-591-3399. Just look for Danielle. Connect with Win on Twitter at WinKellyCharles and like our Facebook page at Butterflies of Wisdom. You can also purchase Win's book through Amazon.com or get a copy of the audiobook through Audible. Ask Win, the podcast.